Hello, my name is Diversai, and this is Almost Alphabetical Aurelion Sol. Today we're going to be using Annie. For relics, I'm going with the Chameleon's Necklace, Dreadway Chase Gun, and Luden's Tempest. You basically always want some variety of Dreadway Chase Gun and Luden's Tempest when you're doing this. You need to use 2 Dreadway Chase Guns, 2 Luden's Tempest. You're also free to use Echoing Spirit over Chameleon's Necklace. This just makes it so I'm doing it with no epic relics, so it's a little bit more accessible for other people, and no duplicates here. Icon of Valir is something you can use, also Shock and Awe. All of this is available in my companion guide, the champion profile of Annie. And so we're going to be going into the Targon Adventure, the Star Forger. And for powers, the ideal power is Elemental Winds, but that's pretty rare, and so we didn't really get anything good here. We're fine with Enfeebling Strike, I suppose, but it's not like particularly great. And the first thing we fight is Fiora. Shadow Totem, Stabilizer, anything that gives Immortal, so Undying Legion is good. Yeah. Basically, the idea is you want to play Annie many times, and every time you play her, do a lot of damage to the enemy Nexus, and then win the game. You do have other cards in your deck, which can also be used to help you win the game, but the thing you're taking most advantage of is just how strong Annie is. And having the Chameleon's Necklace gives us 2 extra copies in the deck, so we have a higher chance of drawing into her. Also increases our ability to use her as a blocker to get rid of her and replay her. Here, ideally we would have Mana Soul Student because we could start getting extra damage that way. We don't have that, so we can't. Captive Greyback, a very good card. So they're out of mana here. We can go ahead and stun. This Fleeting Guile, also very good. And here, I believe our opponent will die from the extra damage before any of this even matters. So, attack order probably doesn't matter here. Yeah. And again, we just never have to worry about anything. This Fiora can be taken out by a Death's Hand Disintegrate. And we want Disintegrate to land first, so we Death's Hand and then Disintegrate in that order. You're going to be losing the Captive Greyback, that's fine. It looks like we summon Mana Soul Student, which is great. We can go ahead and use Guile, that'll do extra damage to the Nexus by proccing this Magic Embers. And then next round we win pretty much no matter what happens. And we did finish on round 4 there, but it was unyielding resolve, so we had to kill it twice. None of these cards are good. We could either take Zonite Urchin for the Get Excited here, or Ari for the Mana Gem. It doesn't really matter which we do. I think I'd rather have Get Excited though. That'll be fun. And here we can fight another Unyielding Determination if we wanted to. But I think ideally we're going for this champion item chest, so we'll take Poppy. And then we only have to kill her once, and that's a little bit nicer. Legion Saboteur is a good card. Just kind of generally. You do want an Annie in your hand so you can get advantage of Luden's Tempest, but Legion Saboteur is not bad. Like, I'm not unhappy to see this card.
Come out, wherever you are. In position. Behind you.
Here, we're just short of enough damage to win. And that's fine. Next round we'll use Death's Hand. That'll finish off the game.
Alright, team. Adventure time.
So Annie is particularly good at killing things with low Nexus Health. If you ever need to rush through your battle pass, you can do the Swift Scout adventure with Annie and she'll clear the whole thing in like 2 minutes. More real time because of animations and whatnot. Now we're going to take Pytos here, does 1 damage, which will be 3 damage, which will be 3 extra damage to the Nexus, which should be 5 damage to the Nexus, because map. And ideally here we would want something that duplicates Annie, but we can take Portal Crush Gauntlets, it's fine. And I think the item chest might be better. Yeah, we'll go for that.
Wait, where are we going?
When you're fighting Ezreal, you want him to play his Static Shock before you play down your cards that will die to Static Shock. So just kind of keep that in mind. I'm keeping the Get Excited, probably didn't need to do that, but I don't know, whatever, nice to have. So here, if we do nothing, he'll always play Static Shock. And then we gave him nothing to target there, so we can just drop Annie for free.
Come out,
Keeps her a little bit more healthy there. And now Get Excited is enough to finish off the game.
I thought you'd never ask.
If the opponent had more life, you would have played Manisoul Student, you maybe used Guile to stun our opponent, and then worried about finishing him off in the next round, but when they only have 20 hit points, they are not lasting very long.
Let's go make some more friends.
None of these cards are good. Taking Rage Fire Spitter, if we do last that long, that'll be a good power to have. But we're not planning on fights lasting that long. Double Pyromantic Wake on Pytos sounds pretty good. And we'll go to the shop for power, although removing a card would not be bad at this point. Blowback is actually kind of cool. I don't need it, but I wouldn't hate it.
Always trust your spirit.
With anti-up, you'd have to play it on round 1 if you drew it in round 1, and I'd rather do other things. But it's a good card. You could be doing like 5 damage or 6 damage with it. So because it's Karma and we have all that mana, we'll go ahead and start by dropping the Manisoul Student.
Unquenchable fire.
We have the attack token, so we're not worried about being attacked here.
Whatever
So we can drop a second Manisoul Student.
There's me.
And we can drop our buddy Annie.
Who's your best friend? Different. I know all his.
We can drop Spellslinger, stunning 1 Karma, triggering both Magic Embers.
Hey Tibbers, Fang's turn.
Hang on, Buzzball.
We can Guile a second Karma here. And then when we attack, our opponent should be dead.
Very neat. Where are you going? Let's go make some more friends.
If we take Focusing Crystal, we no longer try to kill Annie, which is fine. We can do that. She'll just be big and we can attack with her. For power, we can take Welcome Gifts, that's fine. Go for Spells Chest, why not?
I'm on the case.
Caitlyn with level up is probably not ideal, but it's fine. Burn is my favorite archetype, and I think Annie kind of does it best. We don't need this many copies of Annie, especially since we got Focusing Crystal, we're not going to be able to kill her very easily. I would like to find my Pythos.
Here I am.
So Ari's leveled up here. If we don't want to take damage, we can stun her. And here I can choose to let Annie die and then play a new one, or I could play spells and keep her alive. I'm gonna go with the death. You do not have to play these warning shots immediately, although you do run into some hand trouble. And there's my Pythos, which I want to get Annie down before I play that. And our cards are fine, so we can do that. Always check your hand size, make sure you don't overfill it. And then from our warning shots, we'll do 16 damage. Pythos will do 4 to a unit. And target Caitlyn here. And from the Pyromantic Wakes, we got an extra 12 damage. 2 from Pyromania 2, which is Annie's 3-star, and 1 from Luden's Tempest. Taking things on Disintegrate, not necessarily a good call, because every time you play it, you're going to end up with an extra card in your hand. You don't want extra cards in your hand, but I mean, it's probably okay at this point. And here we're kind of looking for more upgrades for our Pythos, but we don't see any here, so we're going to skip. And we're going to go to Tahm Kench. Could have taken Wildfire, it would have been fine. Could have taken Rummage, that also would have been fine. Could help us find cards that we want. But our deck is honestly good. We just need to start getting rid of cards so that we can draw into the cards that we want more. And here is kind of going to be the same deal. We're going to be choosing to sacrifice an Annie here. Although I'll probably play these spells first. If I play it, she'll survive. I'm not sure I want. But I'll take 2. I don't want to lose these guys quite yet. Oh, she has a mortal burden from Welcome Gift. That I did not notice.
The journey is difficult.
Cool. So if you get Immortal, you get extra warning shots. Extra warning shots are great. As you can see, we did 16 damage to the enemy Nexus, which is a good amount. I think I'm just going to attack here.
Protective, shield me.
Okay, they choose to die. Because of fearsome.
Let's go make some more friends.
I really don't want a Preservarium. I might just get rid of Disintegrate out of my deck. That is kind of looking like where we're going with that, which is not something I would normally do. But that thing just, we do not want target barrier. I mean, it's probably fine because we're kind of keeping Annie alive anyway. We're not going to be targeting her with anything. So, I don't know. I might need to Disintegrate her at some point. So I'm not going to do that. But I think Viego's a lot easier here, but I'd rather have the item chest. So we're gonna go towards Viktor anyway. Our deck is strong enough that I'm not concerned about survival, but the Viego would have been the easier option there. Yeah, this Disintegrate's just gross. Has too many effects.
Come on, Tibbers. It's quick time.
Once I stamp papers, now faces.
Anything helps.
Try to keep up. See? This is progress. This is glorious.
We don't quite have a way to win this turn yet. Hopefully we'll roll into one. We didn't.
What do I do? What don't I do?
You still have so much to improve.
Could play the Prefect here, but then we don't have any mana.
Action.
Not super worried about anything though.
Nice. Plug and play.
My name's in.
Seems fine. Potentially Viktor will do something to kill Annie here on this attack, but I don't think it makes a difference.
Lovely. Very neat.
Yeah, we're still fine. And even if we didn't win on this attack, we could play new Annie, do 6 more damage to the, or 8 more damage to the enemy Nexus. We'll take Spellslinger. And we don't need anything here. Like I said, I'm going to cut Disintegrate. Not something I would normally do, but we had a lot of copies of it. And they were kind of bad Disintegrates. I'd prefer ones that were, I don't know, not drawing me too hard. High Toss is amazing. Should have kept Jinx so I could draw more Annie.
Come out, wherever you are.
See? This is progress.
May as well kill this guy here. Do 12 damage to the Nexus.
Plug and play.
And that's Swain.
Lovely. Very neat. Did you like that, Tibbers?
So as you can see on this adventure, there's not a lot going on. Yeah, Annie's good. Annie's always been good. Since we're kind of in on her getting stronger anyway, we may as well take Excavator's Charge. Probably don't want Quick Strike Blade, although wouldn't be too bad. I could take Arm Gearhead here for more early damage, or we can take Unlimited Power just so we can cast our spells for free. I'd take Unlimited Power, but Arm Gearhead is probably the right choice. But I don't know, I like casting my first spell for free. Just, you know, don't play your low cost spells first like Guile or Warning Shot. And so here we're probably going to start with 2 Katarinas. We're going to kill one of them with Death's Hand. And we, yeah, because if we don't play Death's Hand first, we don't have the mana. Otherwise, we would stun first. Cat chooses not to attack, which is crazy. I think I'll just let it happen. Because if I play a card and then they realize I have open mana, they might do something else. They might choose to attack then, and then we'd have a level Katarina. We don't want that. No one wants a level Katarina. Good Guile here.
Nice.
Be grateful I even noticed.
This is glorious.
Our Annie is super strong.
Oh, please.
Now I pack a punch.
No one's the wiser. Stealth over
Drop the Legion Grenadier. Hopefully we draw a card that is useful. We did not. We'll drop Jinx.
Rock got me good.
Should have done this before I attacked. We've had a little bit more damage.
They're behind ya.
Okay. They're gonna take damage here. Kind of unavoidable. It's fine.
Do nothing.
They'll never know what killed them. Damn it.
Donnie, wanna play with Tippers?
Okay, that sounds like fun.
Stun the bigger cat here.
Glorious.
This might hurt.
Now that Mana Soul Student is on the board, we're just gonna win accidentally.
Trying to keep up.
And that was like 30.
Mana Soul Student is an incredibly good card. You want him on the board as soon as possible. It gives you 3 extra damage every round, basically no matter what. So
Dance with me. Cool. However. Evolve me.
if you have Icon of Valir, the Magic Embers will also be impacted by that. So they'll do 2 extra damage.
Let's go make some more friends.
So will Molten Shield, although I don't think it's the ideal relic for her. Crack Shot Corsair sounds... Actually, I don't think that's a skill, so it's probably not impacted. You can take extra of the Prefect. I don't know. Crack Shot Corsair might still be the best option there. You can take Evolution, we have tons of gold. No reroll.
The League of Draven.
Keep Jinx in hand and hopefully draw another Annie. Or draw an Annie. Play Legion Saboteur first. Then we'll drop Jinx or Annie.
Oh, it is a
We
great.
can go ahead and get rid of this before we play our Warning Shot. Want to take advantage of that unlimited power.
See? This is progress.
Play Warning Shots for a little bit of damage. And Draven cannot stand up for this assault.
Now I pack a punch.
Let's go make some more friends.
Pyromantic Wake is something we're always looking for. But it's just an enormous amount of duplicate. Yes, it's better than Unyielding, but still weird. Alright, so we're gonna play Annie, we're gonna play Pytoss. that should win the game.
Come on, Tibbers. It's quick time. Well, this isn't the glade.
First Pytoss is free. Does 12 damage. We get 8 damage from our warning shots, and then 12 more from second Pytoss. Pretty good.
Let's go make some more friends.
Take Wildfire. And duplicate Aurelion Sol. Obviously, we are fully unconcerned. Could have kept Death's Hand there, might have been fine with unlimited power, give me a spell to use for sure. I don't know, probably doesn't make a huge difference. Okay. He Dragon's Roost, so we Wildfire. Get something we can play for free is fine. I guess I should have played Annie before Wildfire. Would have done more damage.
Come on, Tibbers. It's quick time.
This is glorious.
Morgana's kind of annoying here. But we do have Disintegrate. We probably want to play Wildfire first though, because it costs. I guess Disintegrate has a cost too. Because I got rid of it, so I lost my mana potion. Oop. We do need to get rid of Morgana here.
Pain must be felt.
Okay, didn't expect Bastion twice. Doesn't matter, plenty of mana here. By disintegrating, Molten Shield will kill her. And that'll get rid of the lifesteal, which is something we don't want to deal with. We're going to be skipping the 6 cost. I thought we were skipping the 6 cost. Guess we're just skipping the 7 cost. So we got Nasus here.
This is their end. We start with Targon.
Play Captive Greyback to combat double Aurelion Sol. We can strip Spell Shield off one of them. I don't know why that made them choose to attack. But it's fine. We do need to find just a little bit of damage here. Magic Embers would be good. Wildfire, Pytoss. You have a ton of ways that we can get damage. We just don't have any of them right now. Then Annie is another way we have damage. Let's go ahead and attack. Hopefully they kill Annie here.
I want to play a game of hide and burn.
Spirit is hollow.
I think that's fine. Perfect. As long as he doesn't have star shaping, we'll be okay.
The Targonians can play their games.
And here is 8 damage at first speed.
Progress. Upgrade. Nice.
And that is it. That is Aurelion Sol with Annie. I have many other videos with Annie. I like to use her on the 4.5 5.5 weekly challenges. So if you want to check out more gameplay, you can see how I deal with those. On the harder adventures, I do prefer Guardian Angel over Echoing Spirit, because you can use her as a blocker more effectively that way. If you ever run into Immortal or Stabilizer or Shadow Totem, and Guardian Angel is also very good with that. And you just get a lot of extra damage out of your warning shots from the Dreadway Chase Gun. If you're doing really fast adventures, you're going to want to do 2 Dreadway Chase Guns instead. And yeah, that's it overall. Annie is one of my favorites. Yeah, just love her archetype. I think all of her cards work well. She is fairly good defensively, but not done. Lissandra with her? Okay. I'll have to fix that at some point. Yeah, she's fairly good defensively because she has Guile. She does run into hand space issues occasionally, and if you are attacked with a wide board, she is susceptible to that because she really only has 1 stun. Stun you can play every round, but you know, it's still only 1 stun. And that is it. Thank you for watching. If you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe. And otherwise, I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.